Hey, what's up everyone out there? Thanks so much for tuning in to another episode of the Addicted Fishing Podcast. Tonight we're going to talk about a little bit spring Chinook fishing. We got the guys from Brad's Killer Fishing Gear in tonight, but before we get this thing kicked off, I want to say thank you so much to Nick Wax for sponsoring this podcast. We appreciate their support, and you guys should check out their product. It's a waterproofing and reviving material for your Gore-Tex or your waterproof clothing. So check it out, Nick Wax. We'll have a link down in the description.
I mean, it never rains in Washington. I don't know why we need it.
Yeah. Right.
Sounds sweet. I'm going to try it out.
Yeah, I'll get you guys some before you leave tonight so you guys can check it out for sure. But what do you guys got going on? Have you guys been out springer fishing yet?
Who are these guys?
Yeah, introduce yourself
Let's
first.
start with that first.
I'm Scott Call with Brad's Killer Fishing Gear. My son JT. And JT's been out springer fishing once. We actually just got back from the
Olympic Peninsula.
Yeah, had a pretty good trip out there. Just kind of winding down after show season. So it was a long show season.
They shut off a little early?
Got shut off a little early in certain parts of the country, But, we just finished off with Fred Hall show down in Long Beach, and it was a good show. It's nice just to see different stuff. Totally different stuff.
Yeah, I bet it was a whole different world down there.
Oh, yeah. Those accurate reels that are 14 pounds, that are this big for the massive bluefin that hold, 2,000 yards of 120 pound. I mean, it's just like...
We use those for kokanee fishing all the time, so...
Yeah. Well, on Yale, of course. Not Merlin, but
Yale especially.
That's freaking insane.
Oh, it's just cool checking out the different stuff. They had a massive Mako shark there. World record Mako. It was, I think, 1,200 pounds. They had it stuffed, and it was sitting there. And
was it caught on rod and reel?
Caught on a rod and reel 10 miles off of Huntington Beach down in SoCal. So,
wow.
Yeah, really cool. Yeah,
that's
just neat
crazy.
Stuff. But
so you think you'll go next year? You think you'll go set up a booth there?
Don't know if we'll set up a booth. Maybe set up a booth. Definitely walk around and network because it was worth that for sure. And just with the amount of clothing sales, I mean, there were some booths that had, I kid you not, 20-foot, 30-foot lines of people waiting. So if you guys are interested at all, I think you guys would blow it up with your gear. Kind of looking around at what else was there, and I think you guys would blow it up for sure.
Well, I might have to get down to the old Fred Hall show, huh? Talking about deals, I heard you guys brought in a little special deal for all the addicts out there listening to the podcast.
You know, we did. Yeah, we appreciate your support. We appreciate all the addict support. We appreciate you guys bringing us on here. So, yeah, for your good customers and our good customers on the certainly on the Max Prop Saver side, we have a 20% discount that's going to be going for the next 30 days. And that's going to be for river runners and prop savers. So the code, if you go to propsavers.com, the code is addicts20. Just that easy. Addicts20.
Addicts20. So ADDICTS20.
Yeah.
And so that's propsavers with an S at the end.com.
Propsavers with an S.com.
Now, there's probably a bunch of people listening right now that are like, what the heck are these guys talking about? So you're going to need to explain without actually, I mean, you can't really show it because we're in a podcast right now, but talk about it. What are these products that you're making for outboards?
Yeah, I can talk about it. I think maybe somebody here to my left has got some firsthand experience. I don't know. But basically, it's a ring that goes around, attaches to your cavitation plate, and it circles around your prop. So it keeps fishing lines from getting in the prop. It keeps sticks and logs from getting in the prop. If you're going over some woody area, some stumps, things like that, it'll bang on that and, avoid screwing up your prop. The River Runner, on the other hand, attaches to the front skag on your motor. Generally made for the bigger motors, but guys use it for the kickers too, and that protects your skag, and it has some protection for the prop as well. So, and I don't know, you put one on in your boat, and I don't know, rumor has it you might have hit something. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's funny because last fall we, you guys threw it on one of my boats, and I was fighting a fish, and it was kind of windy, and I was going down a run, and I didn't really kind of think of it. I just had the kicker in gear.
Yeah.
And concentrating on the client, concentrating on the fish, it just kind of drifted back, and then I could hear the tick, of the rocks as you're kind of flowing down the river.
Oops.
And I look back, and it's still in gear, and had I had not had the ring, the prop saver around that prop. I would have chewed that prop to nothing because I had it. I was going pretty good clip, and so I heard it kind of tink tink tink, and it kind of bounced the motor a little bit. And like I said, what it does is it just creates like a shield just around that spinning prop.
That's
and
what it does. Yeah.
what I was able to do, it bought me enough time to just kind of take a few steps back there, lift the kicker up just another, foot, which is all I needed to do. And we drifted down the river, we landed the fish. But I mean, in that situation there, when I don't have my prop protected, I'm usually good for a prop, maybe 2 a year, just from fishing hard or backing off the shore, in spots, from boat launches or, just all those little times where, oh yeah, I wish we would have had a prop saver because it just destroyed that prop. And it doesn't take, these aluminum props these days, it doesn't take nothing.
It doesn't. And the thing about it too is it's not just the prop, right? It's so you're a guide, you're out on the water, so that ruins your day of fishing.
You're done.
That happens early in the morning, you're screwed. You're scrambling around trying to get something. And us too. I mean, we'd like to fish more than we do, but we don't get a chance to fish often enough. And when we do get out, we just want to make sure that, we're able to run and fish as hard as we can and not have anything get in the way.
I mean, at the end of the day, a new prop for me on my old kicker was $110, $120, and if I wanted it rebalanced and refurbished, it was $60 or $70. And like I said, I'd do it quite often.
Yeah.
But it also keeps lines out of the prop. And
that's the key.
You were telling me about that. And we were going up and doing some winter kokanee fishing, and there was there's always lines. I run like 8 to 10 rods. Gear in the water, making turns, fighting wind. Guys with fish on there, kind of like the fish gets close to the boat, wants to duck under, and I know that ring kept that line. As long as you have some tension on it, which would be from, your fish or your gear, it's not going to drift and get sucked into that prop. It's going to lay against that ring and not go anywhere. And it's saved by bacon a couple times. So.
That's the key. Yeah, I mean, it's really not meant, although guys do it, it's really not meant for, back trolling through gravel and rocks and stuff like that. It's meant for just like you had, you heard the tink and you got out of that thin water. But the other key definitely is keeping the lines out of the prop. We were just talking about shows down the Sacramento show. Had a guide actually had 2 downrigger lines in the same year get caught up in his prop.
Yeah, that won't happen with this prop saver.
No, it will not happen. And he said, there's nothing I could do about it. He said it was a windy day, and I knew it was going to happen, but the guy cut right in front of me, and I had 2 choices. I was either going to hit him or this was going to wrap. And it wrapped. And so it screwed up his day. It screwed up his lower unit. And you can imagine I've never had that, but a downrigger line getting caught in there, that would be
it would not be good.
I can't wait this year. Well, of course, we just did North of Falcon meetings yesterday, so I don't think it's going to be that big of an issue. But like for ocean coho, you're fishing close to the boat. They're super hot. They go nuts. Like seems like, and it, believe it or not, it does happen. It's just roll my eyes for you guys who can see listening to this, but yeah, if I seem like if I'm going to throw a fish into the prop, it's during ocean coho season.
Coho rodeo
for sure. And
getting crazy.
It'll be interesting to see how well it does there.
Yeah. So yeah, for all those interested, 20% off, going for 30 days. Again, Addicts 20. And just go to our website, propsavers.com, and 20% off for all the Addicts fans. So we appreciate your support.
So all you boat owners out there, make sure you go check it out. All right, so besides Prop Savers and all those, you guys are from Brad's Killer Fishing Gear, so you do make a lot of other gear. So I think we need to talk about some spring Chinook fishing. I think that's what we need to transition into right now. Have you gone yet, Cam?
Dude, I went out this morning. So from the time that we record this podcast, I went out for about 3-4 hours this morning, and right when I got there, I saw one caught. But I basically had to do like the little shakedown run where you realize, oh, I forgot this. Oh, I need this. Oh, this is acting this way. Oh, I got to adjust this rod holder. Oh, this whatever. You find all those little things you don't want to find on the first day when you actually have clients, which is tomorrow. But I saw a fish caught and I went out, but unfortunately the springers decided to practice social distancing to my boat.
Hey,
so unfortunately it did not work out so well for me, but no bites, no hits, no runs.
Have you guys been out yet?
I went out last week. Got off of work at around 2, so I wanted to at least go give her hell for a couple hours. Marked one. I just went in the Vancouver area, but didn't really see much going on. There was, I don't know, maybe 6 to 10 boats out around me. Talked to a couple guys. They hadn't seen anything. They marked one here or there, but kind of the same deal with Cam. Just it was a nice day, no wind, so I wanted to get out, make sure
shakedown trip,
make sure everything was ready to go. But yeah, because of all the drama going on, I'll be working half days from now on, so I see a lot of afternoon trips in my near future.
Nice.
I guess that is one benefit, yeah.
So what have you been hearing though, Cam? Has there been some fish getting caught?
Yeah, I mean, there's, especially like 2 weeks ago when we had that first kind of stint of nice weather, it was like, I was thinking about like trying to bail on a steelhead trip and going, getting out there and, guys we know got them. And
yeah, Charles got one.
Just seemed like it was.
I saw that.
Yeah.
It just seemed like there was some fish around. And I mean, I've talked to quite a few boats in the last few days that, are going 2 for 3, getting a couple chances, catching 2, like they're.
That's good.
Yeah, I think you put some time in. I mean, unfortunately, it's still early, so if you hit a little wave of fish, you'll be in it. If not, you'll be hearing about the guys that were. But I think we're darn close. Water temp, started about 43.5, kind of ended at 45. Sun was kind of beating on the water, but back to the matter is, like, that's biting temperature, and that is all things point to go.
Time to rock and roll.
Yeah, so I'm expecting to kill him tomorrow.
I can't wait to eat one.
Did you guys see any caught in February this year? I don't know if I saw anything.
I heard of a couple. You showed me a picture of one.
Yeah,
I thought
there was a couple caught before the closure down the lower. A couple local guys.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I know one guy got 3 in February.
Oh my word!
30, but yeah,
I've heard of a couple caught in tribs already too.
Yep.
So
yeah, I think they're around, and one thing I'll just say is the steelhead season was by far better than anything we've seen in the last 4 or 5 years.
Oh, that's good to hear.
The smelt run came in bigger than what the state expected as well. It's nice to be at least thinking optimistically that we're going to have a maybe a little better run than they're anticipating.
Maybe ocean conditions are a little better than they thought.
Yeah, we did.
That would be nice.
So I think there's going to be some.
We're due for a good summer again.
Yeah. Well, we just did North of Falcon yesterday, so we'll talk about that in another podcast. But with that said, I think we're gonna get some springers tomorrow. Like, I got trips starting up tomorrow, next day, where we're gonna go out, we're gonna troll some triangle flashers and some bait,
Right.
but then people want to do some 360 and some super bait as well.
There you go.
We're gonna kind of be throwing everything at them.
I will say the fish I marked last week was suspended, so those 360s
put right in our wheelhouse. We got good clarity.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always kind of believed that if you have good 360 fishing, one thing you need good clarity. You need that flash to make a fish move to where he's at. And visibility was very good out there.
Mm-hmm.
And with this forecast, I don't anticipate anything crazy changing. And also, we don't have I don't think we have a giant wall of water coming.
No, it didn't look like it. I think I saw the weather forecast last night, and they said it was going to be pretty dry for the next couple of weeks. So
yeah, but I'm just saying, even like the snow melt, like last year, all that Montana, once they cracked that dam open, it was over. And I don't think we're going to have a wall of mud coming this year.
No, it was. I mean, it was pretty muddy that week at the Sportsman Show from all of that stuff moving from Eastern
the 40
Oregon.
inches of rain we had in January in some places.
But, at least it's cleared out already.
Of 84 and everything else, that was a mess.
Yeah, visibility's good, though. I think we're going to be in good shape. And then I'm hearing, good things from the channel, too. And I am hearing good things from guys 360 with some super baits in the channel as well.
We got a picture sent to us probably the first week of March.
Yeah.
Fatal Attraction.
And it sounds like that wasn't the only fish that hit that day.
No, I know there's late February, too. There's a guy that got 2 on super baits. Yeah.
So talk about, if guys were going to go out and try to use super baits for springers, what would you recommend? Like, is there certain ones that are working better? Like, people liking the minis, they liking the originals, and like what colors are people keying in on?
Yeah, that's a great question. The colors, chartreuse is always a killer. Jackpot's good. Mountain Dew's good.
Chartreuse Jack is another good one.
Yeah, Blue Jack. Twisted Sister's a good one.
Just name the whole color.
Yeah.
They're all good.
Yeah.
Seahawk is another one that's hard to beat. I mean,
Well, what
I
about
will have
chartreuse blues? I mean, Twisted Sister's got some pink in it, but I mean, really, with your killer fish too. I mean, there's a lot of good. You're gonna rattle off 20 more different patterns that were really good for spring Chinook.
I mean, I'm changing out every half hour generally, right? So I am going through that many baits and just seeing, what's hitting, and I'll put the tuna in ahead of time. So
and you're still doing tuna,
clip it off.
You're not trying anything else. Cool.
Yeah, mix stuff up in with it, but tuna is always the base that I'm using. Yeah, just like that scent trail that's going out. But yeah, I'll mix, other stuff, whether it's shrimp or anise or herring. Yeah, even krill in there at times. But yeah, just mix it up and see what's hitting. You never know any given day. I'll have a couple different mixtures because you just never know what's going to hit. So, but
the Addicted Salmon blend.
The Addicted Salmon blend is one that we have hit as well. Yeah. Yeah, it's something that we use quite a bit. It's kind of a bummer right now because generally this is the time of year that we're plunking on the bank, and we've got some spots that we really like to plunk, and that Addicted Salmon blend has been number one for sure in terms of scent that we've been using out there, but our spot got closed down. So
yeah. One of the guys in my boat today was like, "Oh, if I could just make one pass where I really want to, which is in the closure area, I'd be like, it'd be so dirty."
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a good.
But don't downplay the steelhead blend because that's good. That's a good one too.
Yeah.
That's
a fact. So what about? What do you think? The original cut plugs, the kogies?
I was just
what's
gonna
been
ask,
best for springers?
So I haven't been out yet, Cameron. I was just going to ask you size wise. Generally, in the fall, what we're doing is going with a larger profile early in the morning, like the standard size. When the sun starts coming up, switching over to a mini, and then when the sun's real high, noon, 2 o'clock or something, and the fish are getting a little skittish, going down to the kokanee cut plug size, and then backwards again, all the way down till evening, that larger profile. But what do you think, Cam? Water conditions right now, size-wise, what do you think for springers?
I mean, to be fair, like I haven't, in these early times, like I haven't ran a lot, so I'm not going to sit here and be like, "Oh yeah, I do this," because I don't. Not until tomorrow, because I have to make it a point. Like I said, we're doing teaching trips, but later on in the season, for sure. And one thing I'll say is like it doesn't seem like we haven't had the kokanee cut plugs out. For a lot of years. So like when people have been doing the springers, for me, it's always been either the mini cut plug or the original. Mm-hmm. Like I find myself not using so much the standard cut plug size, but whenever I was doing some of those upriver fisheries or doing it in the channel, like even originals, like so it's kind of the skinny banana shaped one or a mini. But I mean, obviously, if they eat the originals, they're not afraid of the size, and so it's like I don't really know, but that's just what I've done and done pretty well with them. Like, definitely going to be an arsenal in the arsenal for this year, of course. You can't go anywhere without them now, especially where people are using 360s and super baits now. It's not even. No,
that's right.
There's not a salmon on the face of the earth that won't bite them.
So, what do you think though? 360s or triangles?
Oh, with the super bait?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like if you can get away with using a 360 and you have clarity, that you should use a 360.
I'd be going 360. I mean, personally,
right? If the water clarity is a little turbid, a little muddy, fish can't see a long ways to get them to move. Using a triangle and keeping it low and getting it in their wheelhouse. Like I think, when it just comes to the whole like 360 versus triangle debate, I think a lot of it comes down to clarity. I don't think it comes down to temperature. Because we've kind of proven that just over the years in some of these springer fisheries that a fish will still move when it's 45, 48 degrees for a 360. No debate there. But I think they have to be able to see it. And I think if you get really turbid conditions and you're suspending 360s above their head, they don't see it. Whereas a triangle that you're tapping the bottom, you're coming up a crank, it's a lot easier to keep a triangle in that 1 foot off the bottom than it is for anybody to do a 360, because the places we fished, it's not flat. Now there is some suspend fisheries that people will still do the 360s in muddy water over that 60 foot of water and stuff, where they're doing the 12 poles.
Yeah, right.
And they excel at that. But I think they know where their fish are.
Right.
And if you know where they are exactly, you're a little better off. Yeah. So 360s with clarity, triangles will not. And then obviously, you can use a cut plug just with a triangle.
Do you guys see that a lot? Because that's something I've literally, I don't think I've ever done it. I think if I put a super bait on, it's been on a 360. I've never run
the triangles. Yeah.
Out in the ocean, though, we run them all the time.
48 to 60 inches, and I actually see a lot of people that are running them just naked.
Yeah.
Without a flash or without anything, just along the bottom. Yes.
Yeah.
Especially when there's a lot of boats out. There's a lot of bling in the water, a lot of flash. Everybody's going through kind of the same thing, whether it's 360 or whether it's the triangle flasher, and just run it naked along the bottom. Sometimes, it just gets that fish to go.
It's worth a shot, that's for sure. I know Absolutely. I've done that with bait a lot, where I don't run a flasher.
Yeah.
Well, even like last year in the estuary too, when we were trying to keep off Chinook and trying to do this, we were running minis and stuff really close to the surface during ebb tides, trying to pick on coho, and we were still having 20-pound Chinook coming up and just burying bow rods at 10. 10 on the counter in 50 feet of water. So yeah. They work pretty damn well. Pink Magic, baby. Pink Magic minis all day long.
The nice thing about them is you're always fishing. So when you're fishing herring, you get a short strike or something you don't know.
Weeds in the water.
Yeah,
current speeds,
whatever.
Blowout in the belly.
Blowout. Exactly. So nice thing about it is
or it was spinning good when you dropped it, and then for some reason it stopped spinning good. I'm just always. I think that's one of the reasons I don't catch very many springers, because I'm reeling my bait in and checking it too much. So I probably do need to just put a freaking super bait on and just send it.
Just send it.
Send it and fish, baby.
Yeah.
What about killer fish?
Unfortunately, the last few years of these closures, I just haven't done a lot. Last year, right before it blew out, I had one day where I threw the jet divers on. I was back trolling some killer fish, and the one I got a couple one day, but it was a day where nobody caught crap, and I was thinking, oh, I'm in it, even though, like I said, I had 2 bites and 2 fish. But like I said, I think I saw one more. You know what I'm saying? But I was the only one back. So the next day I go out, and the water had just gotten that much more muddier. And then it was, I didn't get nothing. So I felt when you have, when you have higher water conditions and the current's kind of flowing, and back when we had some of these other spots, during the early season, I'd be definitely throwing the killer fish around, especially in some of those more tidal areas. Fortunately, that's just not the game right now. I don't know if it's going to be the game this year, at least for around here. But
people are still going to get them on those.
Oh, of course. No,
people do it every year, no matter what.
No, there's a million acre spots up and down. But just as far as I go,
you're going to be trolling.
Yeah,
a little more. Ground. But if the water comes up and we get some snow melt and we get some spill, then killer fish for sure. K14s.
What's your favorite color?
Double take for springers. Double take.
That's a tough one to beat. Psycho Clown's not bad either.
Psycho Clown?
Psycho Clown, yeah, but
the white-bodied one.
No,
it's the Christine.
No, it's green. It's got the pink butt on it, silver and green with pink butt.
Yeah, why am I not
I don't know.
I guarantee you, I'm calling it something else then. Yeah, Psycho.
You're
Clown.
probably guaranteed. I got my own names for all of them.
Right.
Yeah. Psycho Clown. You got one over there?
Yeah.
I want to see Psycho Clown.
All right,
guys. While he's pulling out that Psycho Clown, I think we're going to wrap up this podcast. Again, don't forget propsavers.com. Addicts 20. You guys should go get those. Outfit your boats if you guys got props that you want to protect. This is the product to do it with. We're going to go do a live feed now, so thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you guys on the water.